Hi everyone, my name is Tove. This is my channel, ToveLoveKnits, where I talk about my knitting and my crafting life in general. Today I was thinking doing a little bit of an extra video. It's been a little while since we talked last, and I'm gonna go through everything I've finished since April. The last finished object I showed on my fourth podcast in April, I think it was the Tolsta tee by Crea. That was a really great pattern, very quick knit and quite an endorphin based cast on and cast off. And since then I've been in quite a good rhythm. I've taken a little bit of a vacation break. I went to Croatia with my family, where not a lot of knitting got done, but quite a good chunk of it. And since when I came back home, I've been quite, enthusiastic about knitting in general, and I got a lot of things done. So that is what I'm gonna share with you today. I'm looking at the items and I'm definitely in a green phase, another green phase. I've been in a couple of them, but when it comes to my knitting, this is definitely the greenest phase I've ever been in. And on that note, let's talk about the first item. This is my favorite story by ToveLoveKnits that I'm wearing. I'm gonna show it to you guys. It's my all over cabled sweater pattern that I've been working on since, let me see, February, 13th of February, and I finished it the 20th of April. I used Yarn and Colors Joy to do this pattern, and this is a yarn that is a mixed wool and acrylic and nylon, I think, base. Very soft, very plump, and definitely not scratching at all. Very nice to wear. I have done the sleeves up until my wrist. I think that's a good length for me. I can drag it out if I want to, but I also think I'm gonna wear it a little bit bunched up like this. Specifically, I have a job that I sit in front of a computer all day long, so that's nice to have a little bit of the wrist is a little bit clear. I really like it. It maybe not be used very a lot in the summer, but definitely for the winter and for the fall coming up. So that's my first finished object. Let me see. You have seen me working on a couple of them already, and some of these finished objects are brand new for you. Just before Croatia, I started a pair of socks for my sister's birthday, of my own design. I don't know if you can say that you can design socks. These are my Kai socks to support the competitors for the Swedish Eurovision Song Contest number. Kai is a Ostrobothnian based band, a comedy band from Ostrobothnia in Finland, where I come from. Today is Thursday, so 2 days ago they competed in the semi-final #1 in Eurovision, and they went through, so we're all very proud. And on Saturday, definitely I will sit and vote and cheer for them. Hopefully they will also win. Oh, that would be awesome. So these are my Kai socks. I used a recipe that works very well for me and also for my sister. Our shoe size is quite similar. I knitted them toe up, and I did the Kai letters of the Kai using intarsia. It's for my first intarsia project. I cast on 32 stitches and I increased to 64. Cast on using Judy's magic cast on. Then I increased every other round up to 64 stitches. I did the foot part 65 rounds, including the Kai pattern. Then I did a fish lips kiss heel and a 3x1 rib in the end. Straight away in Croatia, I was quite into socks. In my life, socks comes and goes. I can be very much into a sock era and then I'm sort of sick of it if I do a couple of them, and this is definitely what has happened now. So when I cast off the Kai socks, I started another pair of socks. When you go to a vacation place, you can't really bring all your whips. You cannot bring everything that is very big. So at least I thought of easy, simple projects to bring with me, but that could bring me some knitting joy anyway. So what I did was I started a very simple sock pattern with a very fun color story. So these are from Hobby, called Silly Socks. They are a 75-25 sock yarn, finger inked yarn, in this fun rainbow color story. I did my most basic recipe. Again, 64 stitches. I cast on from the top this time to try something new. I experimented a little bit with an Italian bind on. I really didn't get it, so I did some kind of a mixture of casting on and then going back, and anyway, I have to think about that a little bit. If you have a easier way to do an Italian cast on, please let me know. I would love to get the neatness of an Italian cast off and the stretchiness of the bind on. It's very difficult for me. But anyway, twisted rib in the 1x1 twisted rib in the start, 20 rows. Then I did 50 rows for the leg. I did a twisted heel turn flapping gusset. Not really keen on that. I usually do my fish lips kiss heel, but I wanted to try something new, and I tried the fit of a gusset. It's okay. The problem is that I can't remember it, so I have to look it up in a pattern. But okay, that's the heel, and then I did 50 rounds on the foot as well, I think, and a normal bind off Kitchenaire stitch ending. I wanted to get them identical, so what I did when I finished one foot, the pattern is then not continuing with the same at the same point, of course. So what I did was I started knitting on a baby sock to get some yarn, away. So you can see that this actually is the full story from the yellow orange into the yellow green, and after that it starts over. So I actually managed to get 2 adult size. I have 37.5 in foot size, plus a pair of baby socks as well, plus another like 20 grams of yarn that I need to do maybe another baby socks. There's some babies in my life that can use some socks at the moment. One is just born and the other one is we are waiting, patiently waiting. So that's fun. Easy to do a little baby sock with the leftover yarn. They are being used quite a lot. They're quite scrunchy at the moment, but I like them a lot. So those are my silly socks plus baby socks. So 3 socks, 1 sweater so far in April. Let's see. You have seen the next finished object, and that is my Lima top. Let's see when I started. Yeah, the 10th of April I started my Lima top from Knitting for Olive. I used drops saffron and a 20-gram cotton yarn from my advent calendar from last year, plus a little bit of extra bits and pieces of green I found around my craft area to finish everything off. And what I was gonna say, I knitted size 3 on a 2.5mm needle. Yeah, here it is. It is a green top. Let's see what's front and what's back. No. There you go. There it is. Very cool, very nice, very chippy pattern with these stripes and these fun pattern rounds. I used every other striped pattern. I used the cotton yarn from my calendar, and every other one I used this saffron pistachio yarn or color I had. The edges is very neatly done with an I-cord bind off or an I-cord, yeah, edge in also saffron, and I think that's sea green if I'm not mistaken. And then in the end, I want it to be long enough because I know that I'm not wearing tops that are short. Of course, I tend to use it with leggings or jeans or shorts or anything like that, and I do want to have it a little bit of longer, a little bit scrunched if I can. So in the end, I switched over to a little bit lighter blue yarn to do the edging, and then two rounds of the sea green, a pearl round, and then the other side. Really fun, fits me quite well. It's not weather today to have a tank top on, but I will show it to you another time. That's a good one, that's a great one. I think definitely this pattern I will make again. I already have set out some pink yarn for the base, and maybe black for the stripe would be fun to have a little bit of a pop of black. I have a black 50-gram ball of, again, saffron cotton that I don't know what to do with, so I think that would be actually quite fun. Maybe I'll enter in my pink face like soon, who knows. That's my Lima top from Knitting for Olive. What else? I made a bag. Last weekend it was Mother's Day, and I felt like I needed to cast something on that was just for me and just for fun, and a very quick one. Knit it, be done with it, great. It wasn't knitting, it was crocheting in the end, and here it is. A very basic own recipe bag with a block bottom, so it stands, it's very firm bottom, and then a couple of rounds of half double crochet, a couple of rounds of double crochet with, well, 2 double crochet and then a yarn over, but what's in the crochet anyway, then 1 double crochet, 2 yarn overs, what is it, loose stitches, single stitches, and then a handle. There you go. I will use it for storing yarn or projects or anything else in it, but it's fun. I had this jersey yarn laying around that I don't know why I bought it on an impulse. And I thought I could make something, but it's really too thick to make anything to wear. But this is perfect. It took a lot of grams from my stash, which is fun, and it only took me 2 days to finish. So voila, there you go. Mother's Day impulse, cast on and cast off. And then finally, when I finished this sweater, I still had some yarn of this green, and from the same yarn base with another color, with a eggshell white color. I had enough to make a child's sweater, I hoped at least. So that's what I did. This is the siblings sweater by ToveLoveKnits. Ta-da! Also green, also white, of course. Told you it was a green day today. Sibling sweater by ToveLoveKnits. The feature thing is this back piece with this very thick shoulder seam. It's a very nice, very basic pattern, and a quick knit and a very chippy knit as well because of the stripes. So you cast on the back, you make the back piece, then you take and cast on for the shoulders, you knit down, and then for the close up for the neck, and then you reach the body, and then basically when it comes to this small piece of 2-year-old sweater, you're done after that. And the arms were very enjoyable to knit as well. In a couple hours you're done with it. It's a little bit different when you do it for yourself, and you feel like you knit, and you can never get anywhere, and then boom, you do it for your children and you go, wow, that's fun. The only problem is that, well, my daughter will enjoy this to the fall, and I'm very happy for that. And it's a very nice, again, very not non-itchy yarn, so she's gonna be fine with that. But then she's gonna be too big for it, and that's a little bit sad. So I think that's why I don't knit that much for the kids, because I feel like once I'm finished, I'm almost more sad than anything else because they're not going to be able to wear it that often. Just have to knit bigger sizes, I think. Anyway, that's a super fun item, and I will definitely knit also for my son, a sibling sweater for my son as well, for sure, so they can match in the fall. There, I think we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 finished objects from last time. Very good. With April being over, I can also tell you guys how I'm doing with my stash, I was thinking. Yes, let's see. So, as you remember, I went to a yarn fair where I bought 500 grams worth of yarn. Did I do that? Yeah, I did that. I haven't done anything with them yet. I didn't plan to do anything with them either. They're still brewing. I still have to buy more yarn for it, and I haven't really found a good one yet. So they're there, waiting. But in April, yeah, so some of these I have kept onto May calculation. But in April, I finished my toaster tea. I finished my favorite story, and the Kai socks also went into April. I did 4 items on my jigsaw blanket, which I count all the blocks on my jigsaw blanket when I finish them. So all in all, I came to a negative 274 grams of knitted yarn, meaning that I actually knit up 574. Sorry, I cannot, 774. Yes, so 500 I bought, 274 in minus negative tally. That brings me to a yarn stash of 18,039 grams. Now for May, it's looking really good. So of course I showed you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items, yeah, already in May. So that's going really well. And then I have a lot of progress on my other webs and projects. That's for the May podcast, I think. That's it for me. I hope you had a very nice April, a very nice Mother's Day. And I'm really looking forward to the spring and to the summer. And see you next time.